Okay, here we are on a good soft Irish style day, piss and rain as we would say in Ireland, and we're going to start off the preview for this Sunday's sale, April 22nd. Sale starts at 11 a.m. We're going to start off with these outdoor chaises. Getting near to that time of the year, we're all hoping it'll happen soon. These are by Richard Schultz. We have some furniture as well, all conservatively estimated. ClarkeNY.com is the site you can view it at. Here's some of the bronzes. We have lots of bronzes from a wonderful mansion on the water in Nyack. This is just a small selection. Outdoor urns, bronze lions, you name it, we have it. So we're going to be moving very quick here, Steve, because we have so much stuff. I don't know what to do. Okay, over here from a Fifth Avenue estate, we have some nice French Empire furniture of the period. Beautiful marble top, one drawer. Marbles a bit as is. This here, probably Carl Springer, beautiful tessellated marble table with 4 chairs. Look at the fabric, it's hide with the animals are imprinted on it. On top of that, we have a wonderful and rare bronze clock by Ouillet with the panthers and the chariot on top. Beautiful bronze work. We have a lot of nice 19th century bronze furniture, both from Fifth Avenue and from other locations in Garden City. We have this wonderful leather top desk, sort of linky quality. Came from Garden City, estimated 8 to 1200. We have a pair of these chairs all the way from 821 Fifth Avenue. Great weight, good age, I believe estimated 6 to 900. Over here from Greenwich, we have this is called a lychee wood tree trunk table. Weighs a ton. The boys were crying for a week after lifting this out. But great decorative looking item. Pair of pedestals here, nicely carved all the way from New Jersey. Over here from Rye, it's got to be Linky or one of those makers. Absolutely the best of quality, heavy duty bronze. Lifts up to be a little desk there. Wonderful bronze work. All inlaid all over. We will look for signature on that later. And as usual, we have a Steinway piano. This one is one of the best we've had in a long time. Came from Stamford. It is a Model S. Beautiful lacquered, has a humidifier underneath it. The woman played it all the time. She loved it. Estimated 6 to 9,000. Once again, one of the best Steinways we've had in a long time. From Queens. I don't think we could figure out the artist, but just get a look at the size of this bronze. Wonderful patinated, signed and dated in Paris. Gorham Foundry. However, we couldn't figure out who it was, but look at the size. It's got to be 4 foot or 3 foot. To the right, also from Fifth Avenue, Regency one drawer marble top console, and a top there. This just came in last week. We have this wonderful and large Claude Conover vase, sort of in the mid-century. Nice big size. We just grabbed that out of Hastings or Irvington last week. Okay, moving in the main room. Keep an eye on the video because I'm not going to get near to doing half of what we have. We are absolutely loaded. Right here, wonderful quality Italian style marble top commode with young figures' heads, old heads on the right hand side. Atop that from Rye, a collection of Egyptian masks. Absolutely wonderful. The ear fell off this guy. Must have been listening to too much. But good age, that's why it's the rot or the woodworm on it. Anyway, wonderful collection of 5 of those. We have some Stickley Audi furniture. In the smalls we'll run through quickly. We have Satsuma, we have KPM, we have 2 what look like to me like German reliefs there. We have a collection of porcelain oyster plates. We have a lot of Meissen in the sale. Various lots of Meissen, with a lot of Asian. Look at these mustard colored vases, 19th century. We have a wonderful bronze mounted and cut glass centerpiece there with a pair of sconces. They came from Rye. Below this we have a wonderful gilding on that Rococo clock that came from, I believe, Westport. We have some Olmec figures, more gilt bronze sculpture. We have Royal Vienna plates. We have 2 Picasso plates, Picasso Madura. A lot of interest in these. These just came in late. You've really got to watch the site because stuff keeps rolling in the door. We got 3 nice early Meissen birds from Rye. Meissen bear. Unusual here, we have this Sebs set with beautiful silver overlay. Wonderful Sebs demi-tasse set from Rye. Porcelain clock. Below that, more bronzes. Asian wood food dogs, bronze candelabra. Okay, moving right up the line. We have a lot of lighting, French art glass lighting here. I believe it's by Le Verre Française. Over here, two of my favorite items, bronze, wonderful gilt bronze figures of Art Deco women on these sconces. These came from the Nyack mansion. Below that, just a piece of a lot of Paul McCobb we have. This came from, we took it in because it had some very interesting stuff for the Italianos in the village. Meat cutter, Stickley Audi. We have leaded glass lamps. Two leaded glass lamps, one I believe is Handel. Here we have from Nyack a wonderful period bronze mailbox, probably from a New York City apartment. Lots of mid-century furniture. Here by Singer could be Gio Ponti with a Singer dinette set. More Paul McCobb over there. Just came in 2 days ago was this rosewood desk. It's by Peter Lovig, but retailed by Maurice Valencia. Slight staining on it, but it is rosewood. We have Asian bronze planter atop that. Moving right along, antique commodes. Here of note, Nan's busy lotting. We have two wonderful 19th century, maybe even earlier, little salesman samples. One's a Louis XV style inlaid one, and one's probably German. Beautiful with the bow front on it and the inlay. Below that, a Baker commode. Oh, sorry, a 19th century commode. Excuse me. We have a Regency sideboard. Here, just one of the pieces of Horner we have carved all over the way you want it. Lions' heads, feet, everything on it. We have this advertising booth. Note below on the floors, we got Chinese carpets, Persian carpets. We have grandfather clocks. We have iron torchieres. And from the same estate as that wonderful piano in Greenwich, we have a set of 8 Italian, I would call them sort of Rococo carved wood, silver gilt chairs. The woman spent a fortune on the upholstery, and we even have the cover. So that's the one, and it's a set of 8. Right here from Armonk, we have a lot of Baker, but this is the sideboard from a complete dining room set. At the back there, we have 2 panels from a 4-panel brass screen that came from Nyack. And here, from 5th Avenue, where all the Regency stuff and the French Empire stuff came from, we have this wonderful brass-mounted walnut and burl walnut Regency cabinet on stand, I would call it. We have French commodes. We have chandeliers by the loads. We got this absolutely beautiful one from 65th Street. Look at the pooty sitting on top of that wonderful quality bronze work. Could do with a little cleaning. From Nyack, there was a lot of iron sculpture. We're only halfway through emptying out that estate, but we have a pair of these. The feet are sort of a foot on each one is as is, but wonderful quality on the iron. We have a nice pair of large leaded glass windows. We have a Baker dining room table. Beautiful mahogany banded with a set of 10 chairs, came from Armonk. We have this break front. I know it's not in, but it's the best of what there was. It was the bee's knees a few years ago. Moving over here, hopefully you're keeping up with me here, Steve. We have a Vanini mid-century chandelier, signed Vanini. Listen to that noise. We have below it, they look like that table is hurting them a bit, but 2 Blackamoors holding up a glass top table. Nice big size, wonderful carving, wonderful patina. Moving down the middle, lots of carpets, marble sculpture, Chinese altar tables. Here, one of my favorite items, especially with Brimfield coming. This is by Evans of Chicago. This came from the Nyack mansion. She has lots more wonderful collector stuff like Wurlitzers that we have to get out, but this is by Evans of Chicago in just the best of condition. I've been winning lots of money off the staff since we got it in. More Corbusier shades, highly carved Chinese cabinet. I'm going to be walking past you and moving all over the place. Here we have a Vladimir Kagan coffee table. Below it, a nice carpet. It's a Karastan. Here, one of 2. This is a pair. They were outside, so they're slightly rusted, but a pair of patinated bronze Oscar Bock benches. Rare to find a pair, but a wonderful pair. We have a pair of Dunbar chairs. Paul McCobb, we believe they are. Here, a pair of bronze lions. Once again, this is all from, a lot of it from Nyack. And here, absolutely outrageous is this carved rocking chair. Look at this. It's carved everywhere. There's kids, there's men, there's horses, there's everything carved in this thing. Winged griffins, you name it. Whoever carved this must have been doing time to get that job done. Okay, we have this sort of Irish style, sort of reproduction console, but nice quality, heavily carved, came from Nyack. Pair of club chairs there. From Arai, right here, atop a Harry's carpet, we have this nice quality bronze, solid bronze coffee table. The two little Italiano end tables to the side of it, right here. Okay, the last swoop, Steve. We have lots of, let's catch these smalls here while we're at. We have lots of advertising size perfume bottles. We have miniatures, we have Staffordshire, we have more Meissen, we have Herond, we have Wedgwood, Crown Derby. And for the stamp collectors, the philatelists, as we would say, we have a stamp collection, we have lots of books, so go to our site, clarke.com. Moving along, we have these are Italian, mint, nearly brand new, AIM style chairs, absolutely wonderful. The leather is absolutely beautiful. We have a pair of white ones, I believe, estimated 1,000 to 15. Here we have a music box, the Olympia music box. We haven't checked, we haven't got the key to see if it's working. Below that, we have a very sort of machine age Art Deco copper and chrome coffee table, once again, on the site if you can't get a good image of it. Right here from Greenwich, bronze Figaro table, with this good-looking girl riding an ostrich on top of it, Russian, of course. Gilt bronze, slightly as is, but a good image. Here from Nyack, life-size bronze, one of many, with patina on it. Over here, before we swing into the end, more Horner. We got this Horner china cabinet. We have a Horner desk. We have Regency furniture. We have this satinwood Regency table. We have this French Empire 3-drawer chest. We have a nice curved glass bronze mounted vitrine. We have Regency center tables. Marble top fireplace, wonderful marble top fireplace, in great condition. This came from Fifth Avenue. It fits right into your house. Look at that. Clean as a whistle atop that nice smoked glass mirror. You got to check out the Regency furniture if you like your English furniture. We're just going to go a quick glimpse into the back room. Clocks, Regency bookcases, sewing stands, country furniture, rosewood bedroom set, Empire bookcases, grandfather clocks, you name it, we've got it. So don't miss this sale. Be there or be square, as they say. The sale is on Sunday. It starts at 11 a.m. You can preview it Friday from noon to 6, Saturday noon to 6. Or if you're in the neighborhood, just come in any time and we'll see you then. Thank you.
Welcome to our April 22nd video preview. As usual, we have an interesting collection of works from various periods. This sale happens to focus on modern and post-war art. So I'd like to start here with a contemporary painting by the American artist Robert Vickrey. Known for his magic realism tradition, he paints with egg tempera, an Italian Renaissance master technique. And here he's rendered what would be an ordinarily cheerful and ordinary subject, a girl on a bicycle surrounded by balloons, in a rather ominous and unnerving composition through his use of perspective, elongated shadows, and light. But you can see very technically skillful. This is being offered at an $8,000 to $12,000 estimate. Next to it, we have a work by Glenn O. Coleman. Coleman is from the Ashcan tradition. He worked under Everett Chin and Robert Henri in New York in the early 19-teens and 20s. And here we have a man with a pipe. You can see a rather painterly work, interesting spontaneous brushwork here, and a kind of dark painting. He was interested in socialism and was drawn towards the poor and underbelly of New York in the 1920s. This was done in 1923, signed and dated lower left. Was consigned on a walk-in Wednesday appraisal day and is being offered at a $1,000 to $1,500 estimate. Now let's take it to another contemporary work. This is by the portrait master Chuck Close. Known for his hyperrealist portraits, photorealism, in which he uses a grid-like technique. This is a woodcut in colors, and it was done in 1991 from an edition of 75. It's actually a portrait of the artist Alex Katz, another famous portrait painter. We have several of his works in the sale as well, so it's nice to have the two side by side. This is being offered at a $7,000 to $10,000 estimate. Another walk-in Wednesday find is this woodcut by Milton Avery. So this was done in 1953, and it's called Trees by the Sea. And we can see his simplified use of form and shape to create a very simple landscape, but an interesting composition. This is from a very low edition of only 20. It was purchased from the Associated American Artists Group in the 50s, and is being offered at a $2,000 to $4,000 estimate. Now I'd like to show you a slightly older work. This is by Atsley D.M. Cooper. So we have a very large oil on canvas. And Cooper was an American California painter and also bon vivant. He was often said to have paid his bar tabs in paintings throughout California. And he was very much influenced by George Catlin. He did a lot of paintings of Native American Indians and buffalo herds, often somber paintings such as this one. We have a fallen Indian surrounded by a herd. It was supposed to capture the great American tragedy or Paradise Lost. This is an estate fresh work and is being offered at a $1,000 to $1,500 estimate. Now let me show you one of several photography lots in this sale. Here we have a photograph by Alfred Eisenstadt. This image was taken in 1933. It's called First Lesson at Trumpy Ballet School in Berlin. And it was later printed by Life magazine. Eisenstadt was employed by Life magazine during World War II and thereafter, after he fled from Germany. This is a 1992 print. It does have a certificate of authenticity on the back and is being offered at a $3,000 to $5,000 estimate. And I mentioned works by Alex Katz, so I'd like to show you one such work, not a portrait, but an unusual depiction of beach sandals. So this is from a low edition of 60. It's an aquatint and spit bite in colors, beautiful, clean condition, from the same estate as I mentioned as the Chuck Close, and this is being offered at a $2,000 to $4,000 estimate. Now I'll show you one other work from the same collection. This is actually by David Hockney. And here we have a color etching in aquatint as well, done in 1976, and it's called Celia Observing. It's just a portrait of Celia Birtwell. She was a longtime muse of David Hockney. A double portrait that features Birtwell and her husband was just included in the retrospective at the Metropolitan Museum of Hockney's work. That's also a part of the Tate Modern's collection. This work is from an edition of 60, signed and dated down in the lower margin, and it's being offered at a $6,000 to $9,000 estimate. We have an oil on board by William Lester. He's an American regionalist painter and painted everyday life in Texas and Oklahoma in the early part of the 20th century. This is a work called Cowboy and Indian, done in 1946. It's signed and dated on the back of the work, and it's being offered at a $1,500 to $2,500 estimate. And just while we're here, I want to show you one other Alex Katz. This one here is called Anne 1, and it's a rare nude by the artist. From an edition of only 19, signed and dated lower left, a black and white lithograph, estimated at $1,000 to $1,500. From the same collection as many of our contemporary prints comes this large etching in aquatint by Jim Dine. Dine is called Boy and Owl. Dine considered Pinocchio to be his alter ego for some time, and later then decided he connected more with Geppetto, where he was a creator that had to let go of the autonomy of his creation and let his creation have control. So an interesting self-reflective work. He often used Pinocchio in his prints and paintings. This is done in 2000, and it's from an edition of only 15, pencil sign down in the lower left, being offered at a $2,000 to $4,000 estimate. Now let's take it across to another piece of photography. Here we have a very large and brilliant photograph by the Australian landscape photographer Peter Lick. This is one of two in the sale. It's from a limited edition of 950, and it's titled Winter Tower. It's from Yosemite National Park. This is being offered at an $800 to $1,200 estimate. Take a look online for the other piece in the sale called Castaway. And then up above that, I'd like to show you one other work. We have a silkscreen by Hans Hofmann. Hofmann was the New York School abstract expressionist artist. This was done in 1953. It's called Composition in Blue. Pencil sign down in the lower right, numbered down in the lower left. This is being offered at a $4,000 to $6,000 estimate. There are two more pieces I'd like to show you before I wrap up. The first is an oil on canvas by Malcolm Lepke. He's an American contemporary painter, very much in the tradition of John Sargent, Velázquez, Degas. He works from the masters, and he is an excellent, excellent figure painter and portrait painter. He captures emotion. He captures the everyday life. So here we have a workshop scene. We think it's a framer's workshop. You see on the right side, there's a man working on a frame, a woman next to him also at work. And it uses just very intentional brushwork to capture raw emotion and feeling. Very few of his works come to auction, so we're excited to see what this one does. It's being offered at a $3,000 to $5,000 estimate. There's one other item I'd like to show you. Here we have a bronze sculpture in relief. This is by Antoine Bourdelle, a French late 19th, early 20th century sculptor, and at one point assistant to Rodin. And this is called L'Effroi, or Terror. He worked to capture the emotion here. If you take a look at it from the side, you can see, but an interesting piece in profile, dedicated down on the lower right and signed. This is from the Madison Avenue estate of an art dealer, and it's being offered at a $4,000 to $6,000 estimate. We have over 100 other pieces of fine art, paintings, prints, posters, miniatures, sculpture. So please take a look at our online catalog, and we hope you'll join us on the phone, in person, or online on Sunday the 22nd. Thanks for watching.
Hello and welcome to the April 22nd auction preview of the jewelry and silver. We have a lot of silver in this sale, so I'm going to go quickly. Starting here, this is an Irish Tiffany & Company pedestal bowl, really wonderful. We have some mid-18th century salvers, 19th century salvers. This is Burke's in Canada. This is a beautiful 10-piece Gorham sterling silver tea service with the serving tray. Estimated at $3,000 to $5,000 for Gorham matched candlesticks. We have purses. Moving over here, we have some more Tiffany. So these are beautiful. There's a pair of them, these Tiffany & Company openwork tazas. We have Gorham tankards. This is a caudal cup, wonderful. I believe this may be ex-Sotheby's. This is a beautiful Russian teapot. This is Gorham, but with I thought it was Continental at first. Beautiful masked faces. Here's the North Wind mask. Beautiful design to this. Continental silver, large serving pieces. These are actually each Tiffany, and they're sweet as could be. Each have big turkeys on them. They could buy these now and they're very expensive, but these are all grouped together. A large Tiffany pedestal bowl. More serving pieces. We have a silver plate humidor. Large flatware services. This is a whole big mixed lot. A lot of Continental silver in this, but some nice looking pieces. Many are Austrian. These are actually two separate lots. More flatware sets. This is a great silver plate with some demi-tasse enamel decorated spoons. More flatware services. A beautiful pair of openwork candlesticks with the paw feet with this gilt decorated frame. Wonderful, out of a local rye estate. And moving over to here, we have some more flatware sets. This is a large Copenhagen flatware set, much similar to the George Jensen acorn pattern. Another flatware set. This is a Tiffany & Company tea service, large service, 5 pieces with the silver plate tray. Large sterling tray out of a local Scarsdale estate, the central monogram. This came out of Rye also. It's a really great grouping though. So there's these beautiful sterling leaf form bowls, Tiffany tongs, a lot of little interesting pieces in here. Some sterling corn on the cob, great for the summer. George Jensen's sugar tongs. A nice objects d'art grouping. We have this Art Deco mantle clock, malachite rose quartz, lapis, little bone snuff box. It was wonderful in its day, but missing a lot of the inlay. Rose quartz, this is sterling with the gilt decoration, some banded agate, all together at $400 to $600. A really wonderful grouping of antique boxes. So we have this pair of wool planters, a tortoiseshell tea caddy. This is really wonderful. So it has the inlay on the sides, beautiful workmanship throughout, sodalite, and another tortoiseshell bowl with some enamel work. A large collection of vintage Chanel jewelry, all signed This is a great one. So this is more contemporary. I believe it's from 2005. It is signed, snake, rhinestones, original receipt. So all of the Chanel jewelry individually or grouped together. Gorham Crown Baroque flatware set out of the same estate as our Chanel, 400 to 600. 3 decanters together. We have a beautiful pair. American, sterling mounted, and there is a small E or a 3 on the interior here of the stopper. I was unable to identify it, but hopefully someone out there will. This is Continental silver mounted, another beautiful decanter. Silver plate apparent, really nice. Let's see. So while I am taking these earrings out, I will move on to this Giraud Perregaux 18 karat rose gold watch. In the original box, this was purchased from Tourneau a couple of years ago for around $10,000. It's beautiful, offered at $1,500 to $2,500, couldn't be nicer. May need a new band. And here, just in today actually, are this pair of over 7.5 carat each yellow sapphires with a surround of round brilliant cut diamonds, estimated at $4,000 to $6,000. Really beautiful. It does come with the identification report from AGTA. All this information is available online. Moving on to some of our diamonds. We have this wonderful crossover or bypass ring. Each diamond is over 1 carat, one 1.07 and one 1.06, both with full GIA reports. This is estimated at $2,000 to $3,000. Over 2.5 carats, this wonderful Art Deco ring. So if you just take a look here, we have the large center stone with the filigree setting, surround of diamonds and sapphire accents. Again, there's a full GIA report for this center diamond at 2.59 carats, estimated at $3,000 to $5,000. Edwardian, 14 karat gold with silver, diamond inlay, really beautiful rose cut diamonds throughout, foliate form design. Mughal style bracelet, 14 karat gold with emeralds, rubies, and seed pearls. Really wonderful. By Consigne Provence, this was purchased in the 1920s on her grandparents' honeymoon. 14 karat gold faceted bracelet, just a great look to it. Okay, and here we have a kind of a whimsical, funny little erotic pocket watch, estimated at $300 to $500. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Russian silver enamel work by Fyodor Rucker, who was one of the Fabergé workmasters. Beautiful, beautiful enamel decorated Russian box at $2,000 to $3,000. From the same estate as much of our jewelry is this outstanding Art Deco lariat style necklace. So you can see the large pendant here, center stone of over 2 carats with flanked by 1.5 carats. We have sapphire accents, filigree design with diamonds throughout. You can just see the wonderful craftsmanship. This actually unscrews so the bail comes off and it can be worn just as a brooch, but it's on the original open work platinum chain. Really wonderful at $4,000 to $6,000. From one of our Walk-in Wednesday days, we have this beautiful antique rose cut diamond and central yellow diamond floral form brooch. Swiss minute repeater, $1,000 to $1,500. We have this lady's Patek Philippe watch, 18 karat gold on a 14 karat gold band, Victorian 14 karat gold watch fob with the seed pearl decoration. And I'm going to jump back over here just to a Bronxville estate. It's a whole collection. There's actually, it was lotted into 2. A schoolgirl box with some paperwork. We have tortoiseshell boxes. We have these wonderful Continental snuff boxes. This was actually made out of a coquilla nut, so it's interesting with some where they bought it. Inside here, some stamps, some feather quills, a glove stretcher. Here's a pie crimper. Really a great, interesting lot at $400 to $600. And there's another that goes with this with all sewing accoutrements. Really wonderful collections, lifelong collections. This is actually a Tiffany & Company 18 karat yellow gold brush. How many people can say they've used one of these? So it is monogrammed, estimated at $1,000 to $1,500 out of a Rye estate. A grouping of 3 coral necklaces out of a Florida estate. Really beautiful large beads to this one here. Red coral and salmon. Out of our same with all the other deco jewelry, 2 filigree diamond and sapphire rings. Beautiful, similar but different in a lot of ways. Sapphire accents, central bands of diamonds. One at 5 to 7, one to 6 to 9. $400 to $600 on this more contemporary diamond ring. Really nice look to it though with the open work design. Platinum and diamond floral spray at $400 to $600. We have a Jules Jurgensen 14 karat gold watch. Oops, sorry about that. So 14 karat gold, 5 to 700. 2 men's watches. Nice look to both of them, Lucy and Picard. We have a Chopard men's watch here from the same estate as our Gerard Piragot. 18 karat gold, original band. Grouping of amber jewelry. This is the nicest piece in the lot, large graduated beads. Interesting lot out of New Jersey estate, just an eclectic mix. We have cinnabar, we have banded agate, we have jade, we have resin, we have a whole group here at 400 to 600. And that wraps it up for my grouping of jewelry and silver, and we hope to see you on April 22nd.